We are live. Happy Sunday, Sunday, fun day, fun day. Fly time with Jody Sharpe, the Superfly, and his beautiful Mrs. Superfly. Hello there, Mrs. Superfly.
Hello, Mr. Superfly.
How are you doing?
I'm well.
Are
Hello,
you?
everybody.
Hello, everybody.
It's still not
It's still not
showing live
connecting.
for me, honey.
Well, when Mrs. Superfly gets connected, she can tell me if we're got any volume. Hopefully, we've got volume. If you're just joining us, let me know if you can hear me. Give me the thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yep, there's volume.
There's volume. We have sound, everybody. We have sound. So, welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and week. Um, it feels like a week since I seen you, all you guys. Even though on Friday, we go live on Fridays and whatever.
Right,
But it just seems like a long time
right,
because we do enjoy hanging out with you guys.
right.
There she is in the chat, Mrs. Superfly. Hello, Mrs. Superfly. So, did live streaming. I was tying up this crazy little pattern. I saw this on a different YouTube channel.
Right.
There's Rooster. Hey, Rooster, what's up? So I saw this on a different channel, and oops, dropped it. And it's a very simple. It was a lure. So all it was like a little black mouse lure it was solid black tail, little beady eyes. So I thought, hey, I can turn that from a lure into a fly. So that's what I did. That's what I did.
Right.
So we are doing fantastic, Rooster, my friend. Fantastic. We had a good weekend. I got a bunch
You
of
got a
things.
lot done
Got a lot done.
around the house.
Got a lot of things. I got some tidying done in my fly tying area. Got some videos put up on my new fly fishing homie channel.
Yeah,
So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out.
yeah.
So it's a comedy channel. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for comedy, that is the channel to
Right.
go to.
Right.
Definitely funny. Definitely funny stuff. If you're not looking for channel comedy, don't go to that channel.
Yeah.
And it's fishing comedy, so it'll be all mostly fly tying, fly fishing, and every kind of comedy like that. Hello, Mr. Monster. Welcome into the Sunday fun day, fun day. Hope you guys have been having a great weekend.
Yeah.
And had a great week.
I hope the weather's better wherever they are.
I hope the weather is better wherever you guys are. The weather has been really bad for a lot of people.
Yep.
The fires have been really bad
Yeah.
in a lot of places in the States and here in Canada.
Yes.
So if you guys are in a fire zone or you're breathing the smoke from the fires, just try and stay safe. The Thrifter! Darth Thrifter's in the house! My boy, my man, the Darth Thrifter. If you guys haven't checked out the Darth Thrifter, you go check him out. He's a fantastic guy. It's hot here, 105 degrees. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're talking in Canada, when we get into our 40s,
when
that's
they're in their 100s, we're in our 40s.
Yeah. So if we're in our 40s,
That's hot for us.
that's our like 100 degrees
Extremely
comparative to you guys. So
uncomfortable for us.
it is uncomfortable and not pleasant.
No.
Although this week seemed to cool off a little bit.
Thank God.
So Mr. Monster says hello, Mrs. Superfly.
Because I said hello.
Yes. You guys are awesome. So
Cool cat.
Cool cat. Cool cat's in the house.
Isn't it late for him?
It is always late. Cool cat, we always love you, man. When you come in, and we know you don't always stay the whole time because it is just so you guys know, for Cool Cat, he's in the UK, so it is late in the
Oh my
evening
God.
for him, very late. So, but we love you, Cool Cat, and we always appreciate that you
Yeah.
make it a point to stop by and say hello.
Very nice.
Very very awesome. You're very welcome to be here. So, a brothers, all my brothers from different mothers in the house. But yeah, go check out each other's channels. That's why I blew you guys up, so you can, all the family can be in all each other's chats and likes and shares and subscribes and all those wonderful, wonderful things. I was just telling everybody that I spent the last 3 days or 4 days working on my new fly tying homie channel, which is a complete and total comedy channel. It's going to be little memes, little skits, little funny things. So if you're looking for a good laugh, that will be the channel to go to check it out. If you don't have a sense of humor, then don't go check it out. Don't subscribe if you don't have a good sense of humor. It will be clean stuff. Like the humor will be clean, and it won't be like cursing and swearing and things like that. It'll be clean humor, but it'll be a little off the wall kinds of stuff, and you'll get to see the wacky stuff going on in the Superfly's head. But it'll be the Fly Fishing Homie channel. So yeah, man. So if you haven't subscribed and you got the sense of humor, go check out the Fly Tying Homie, Fly Fishing Homie.
So it's midnight where Cool Cat is.
Like the hawk pooping at me, right? Like why is a hawk poop? A hawk was pooping at Sith today.
Yes, yes.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll have to do a pink poop. We got a pink poop. Let's put up a pink poop in the chat for Sith. Where is it? On mine, I don't have a pink poop.
I don't either.
Why do I not? There it is. There it is. Pink poop. There, Sith. These are for you. From the Superfly. Some pink poop for the Sith. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Like I was saying a little earlier, I saw this little. Now, I don't know how mousy this looks, but I guess it kind of has a mousy profile. I saw something similar to this on somebody. There's Nimby. Yes, Nimby's in the house. Excellent. Brother Nimby's a fellow Canadian.
Yes, he is.
Yes. We are the champions, my friends.
Jody.
And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Jody.
Making dinner, but dropping some love for the Superfly. Yes, Brother Nimby.
That's nice.
And by the way, guys, Nimby is an incredible fly tyer, and he explains the flies. He does an amazing, exceptional job of explaining flies. If you have not subscribed to Brother Nimby, go check out his channel. Hit that subscribe button. Tell him the Superfly sent you. Because I sent you there. By the way, guys, the fly or
the
fish fly.
Yeah.
His handle is the fly
fish fly.
Thank you guys all for checking him out. Thank you guys all for going and subscribing to him and showing the love. He really appreciates that.
Yeah.
And he's a good kid. He won't be there this week because he's on vacation at the beach, but he's still sending his love from the beach. He's still posting up some videos.
Nice.
So thank you guys for showing him some love. He's a great little dude. I tied him a fly last week in honor of him.
He asked for those colors.
He asked for these colors because I asked him what colors he wanted.
Yeah.
So I tied him up this really cool
hopper
pattern. Oh yeah, sparkly.
Yes, we do. Nimby, we gotta support our younger tyers.
Yeah, we gotta support the young guys because they are the next generation. If we don't raise them up right, they're just gonna grow up and be trouble. So if we raise them up right, and if they already have a great mindset, then we gotta support them. Another little hopper I tied. Well, it's not little. These are actually kind of big hoppers, but I tied up this crazy looking hopper.
That's cool, honey.
Very, very sparkly.
Yeah.
Very, sinister. I think Darth would like
Yeah,
this.
it is quite
This
sinister.
this is the Darth Thrifter hopper. If I had to pin a hopper on Darth,
That'd
this would be the
one.
one I pin on him because I think this would be the Darth Thrifter hopper. Out for getting trouble. Look at the eyes on that. Look at the eyes on that. Yeah.
They all like the colors.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cool.
What did I show you guys? And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum,
Yes.
this is the Heavens hopper.
I love that one.
I did this for Danny, my good buddy Danny and Erica Mosley, the Feeding Mouths channel. So I made this one for them. I call these fantasy hoppers, by the way, because they're not really hopper colors. I make them up in my head and kind of make them up for you guys.
Yeah.
I did catch rock bass on this in my last week's fishing trip. So,
yes, you did.
So this one for sure is a good one. And then going with some, I did one for R2G.
I love that.
This one I did for Jay.
I
R2G. He when he reached 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
This was the 2,000 subscriber R2G hopper.
I like all the colors, honey.
Yeah, very, very tropical.
Absolutely.
Nice orange belly,
Love that.
red tail.
Some purple.
Very, very tropical. This one caught about 8 or 9 fish when I fished it.
Yes.
So this one, very good hopper.
Yes.
Yesterday, like last night, just before I went to bed, I tied up this tiny little, this is a very small little hopper.
I like that.
In reds and yellows.
Very nice, Jody.
I've been on a bit of a hopper kick, if you guys haven't noticed. I've been tying up a lot of hoppers. I need them for my box, but I've just been coming up with some new designs. Last week I tied up this candy cane hopper. I know it's a bit Christmas theme, but I tied up that one again in the fantasy series. And the original candy cane hopper is this one here. But of course, I don't ice fish, so I'll never be able to try it in Christmas. I thought since we're at the end of July, do the Christmas in July theme, and I'm going to try fishing the fantasy candy cane hopper probably this week.
Yeah.
Pool Cat likes it.
Yeah.
And then I got all my other little all my realistic hoppers. You guys have seen these. I tied up a bunch of realistic hoppers, but I'm not tying any hoppers today. We're going to tie some other things. But these are the Mr. Peanut hopper.
That's cool. Jody.
Looks like a peanut. They're very easy to tie. I really enjoy these ones. They catch a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Very simple. But we're not doing hoppers. I just got into it because I wanted to show off some of the things to you guys. But yeah, so there's this mousey. I kind of wanted to show you guys a mouse pattern. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys one. I know there's not one in the fly box, so I must not have tied one live for you guys. So I was thinking if any of you guys are bass fishermen or trout fishermen, trout and bass love mice. Oh, and if it's a small mouse, panfish will eat them too. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Where did I put my mouse box? Right here on the floor. So this is one of my mice boxes, and in there are a bunch of mices, which will fall out if I tip it like that, because I'm a bit of a fool. So let me pull out. We'll start with the smallest and work our way up. So this little mouse, I call it the Opa mouse. I designed it after my grandfather, who's now passed away. Every time I would go to his house and visit, he let me pull out his, now he wasn't a fly fisherman, but he let me pull out his tackle box and go through all his lures, and we would talk about lures, and ever since I was a small kid. And one of his lures was a gray mouse. I know that's brown, so let me show you gray. This is also the Opa mouse in gray. And I always enjoyed looking at the mouse lure. And when I grew up, I was always trying to make a mouse pattern that was really effective and really realistic. You guys know I'm super realistic. So I tried to make a mouse that was ultra realistic and yet hold true to that pattern. So all my mice have these like articulated legs. The tails are really articulated, and they got a nice little stinger hook on the back, which I catch a lot of panfish and extra fish on that one. And then they have the main hook that they're tied on. And this is a pretty good pattern. This one again catches a lot of panfish. So I catch like crappies on this. I catch bluegills, sunfish, and rock bass on there. And then I, of course, bass obviously eat this, and trout. So, and again, there's the gray, there's the brown, the little brown guy, and then moving up, you can upsize that, and then you can start making it considerably bigger. So there's a really chunkier version of that mouse, and they look really, really good underneath. Like this really looks like a mouse. And again, with the articulated legs, very, very mousy. Again, good for trout and bass. And when you start getting up to this size mouse, I haven't caught any panfish on this side mouse. Just bass and trout. And then you can go up to the mother of all mothers of mouse, and I do call it the Mamma Mia mouse. This is the upsized version. It's jointed in the middle, so it's articulated in the center. It's got that really nice mousy profile when it's swimming through the water. Yeah. So this is a juicy mouse. So this is starting to go into like really big trout, really big pike. Like you'll start be going into pike with this. A big bass will eat this. So this is a juicy little critter. So I intend to show you guys a mouse. Hey, Owen! Owen's in the house. Did I miss anybody while I was yammering away?
No, honey.
Just Owen.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Owen. Welcome in. So yeah, that's the plan. By the way, Owen, we haven't done table talks.
Tackle talk.
We haven't done tackle talks in like two weeks
trips,
now,
yeah.
because the trips have been a little chaotic. One of the trips I snapped my rod. One of the and there's just we've been kind of like going out of the way fishing further, and we just didn't have time to do it. So I do apologize for that. I know you enjoy those, but hopefully this week we'll get to do a tackle talk tape, and we'll get I'll get Mom in there, and we'll get back at it. But so those were the mouse, the series of mice. These have been a long time in the making for me. I can show you guys another time. I'm not going to show you tonight because I'd have to dig them out. They're buried pretty deep in my flies. But I have a huge case full of mice patterns I've tied over the years, all the way from deer fur mice all the way up to furs and foams, and different styles with and without legs and all kinds of different things. Like I said, I'll get into that another time. If you guys would like to see them, I'll dig them out, and on another live stream we can talk about those, or I can make a video about it. But I do want to show you guys some of these mice. So which mouse would you guys like to see me tie, and in which color? So I can go brown, I can go gray, or one that I didn't show you is black. I can do like a black top mouse. But I can do the big ones, like a big Mamma Mia mouse, or I can do a smaller little mouse. Like here's a little tiny black one. Oh, and here's one I forgot I had. The tiger mouse in orange. Ooh, tiger mouse. But I'll let you guys decide which one you guys want to see. They're all
so
about the same.
Owen and Real Monster. Well, Real Monster likes the grandpa mouse. Owen likes the the black one. That looks cool.
The big black one or the little black one? Because if Owen says little black one, then we'll tie the Opa mouse. And if he wants the big black one,
Does it take long to tie them, Jody?
takes a little bit. Takes
Like
a little
you
bit.
can't do both.
I can't do both. No.
Oh, it takes that long, eh?
They're gonna take a little bit of doing.
Wow.
And while you guys think about that, I'm going to start getting the stuff ready to tie them.
Okay.
Owen
said big one.
Owen likes the big one.
What's the difference between
You know what? I'll tie them both.
the
I can
black
tie them.
one and the Opa one, honey?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only difference, so the Opa one is really small.
Yeah.
So like a little baby hopper mouse.
Oh yes.
So this is like a baby mouse that's just brand new to the world.
But don't fish go more for that?
It depends on the fish.
Oh, okay.
If you some of those big pikes. So if you're fishing for a pike, you might, or not catfish.
No.
I don't think a catfish is going to come up for that. They might.
Okay.
They might.
Okay.
But catfish are not generally coming to the surface for a big mouse.
Oh, okay.
No. But a big pike or muskie or bass or any fish that eat mice will definitely come up and eat that. So here we go. Here is the underbelly for that. And
Owen likes all of them, honey.
Owen likes them all. Well,
Even Real Monster After said the black one.
all right. So we'll do.
That one. No?
I'll tell you what. How about we do an Opa mouse in black?
That's a good.
Good compromise.
That's what I was looking for.
All right. So we'll compromise. We'll do the Opa mouse in black.
Good.
All right. We'll start with that, and then if you want, we'll go bigger after that.
Okay.
So for that, I need. You're going to need some black wool dubbin to make the belly. So we'll put that aside. And we're going to need some black foam. Which is, where's my black foam? Come on, black foam. The foamies. Homie's looking for the foamy. By the way, if you missed me talking about my new channel, The Fly Fishing Homie, it is a comedy channel. Go check it out. If you have a good sense of humor, go check it out. If you don't have a sense of humor, then don't check it out, because it's gonna be the wacky, funny things going on in my head will be in that channel. Okay, so we got some black foam, and what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need some pink foam, which I have here. This will be the nose. And we are going to put, no, you know what? We're not going to put whiskers. I don't put whiskers on the small ones. They don't need it. So that's everything. Yes. Oh, that's almost everything. I do need some, you guys get to see my pink, my sexy shorts, my Lego shorts. Oh. Look at my Lego shorts, guys. Woo! I never grew up. Oh.
Owen, subscribe to your Fly Fishing Homie.
Yes. Owen's the man. Owen is the man. You the man, Owen. Okay, let's go into here. Oh.
Be careful.
I need some pink nail polish. So remember I told you guys I have more nail polishes than my wife? You never really get to see it. But look at this box. It's just full of nail polishes. Full of it. I got every color you can think of. Browns and gray. And if you don't think that's enough nail polish, this is my other case full of nail polishes. So the color we need is this hot pink one for the feeties of our mouse. Ugh. Ta-da! And I won't close that all the way back because I'll probably need to go back in there for something. You guys making me work tonight. Me and my bright ideas. All right. Superfly, you're so crazy. Okay, so we need this pink. And then we need a hook. So now I'm going to look for the hook. Hooky, 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 hooky. Let's see what size hook we need. Do I have one in here? Yes, I do. Right. Ta-da. Is that it? That's a bit big. That's a bit big. Make sure when you're picking your hook, you pick it to the appropriate size for the mouse you're tying. Is that big enough? It's long enough, but it doesn't have a wide enough gap. Gotta make sure I have a wide gap. This one, I think. There we go, guys. There's the hook. I knew I'd find it eventually in my millions of hooks. Okay, so we will put this hook in the vise. And look, I don't even have to bend the eye. It's already straight for me.
You might want to fix the camera, honey.
Yes. Time to put you guys in the camera view. Straighten everything up. All right. Here we go, guys. Yesterday I ran out of streamers, so I got to buy some more tomorrow. Oh no. That's horrible. That's horrible. You got to learn how to tie your own, Owen. Then you can just make them like the super homie. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie our thread below the eye. We're going to put down a good base of thread right down to the bend of the hook. Like this. And then we're going to... Where did I put it? Oh, of course. I cleaned up, so I have to find all my materials now. So we're going to get some of this pink yarn for the tail. It's not yarn. It's like a heavy nylon string that you use to tie up tomatoes, or I don't even know what you call it. But you can get it at your local dollar store. Probably you can get it at Walmart. So we're going to start with a piece of this.
So what Owen ran out of actually was not the flies, but the hooks. He's got to buy more hooks.
Oh, the hooks.
Yeah, because earlier he said he thrives to be as a great fly tyer as you. And I told him, that's great to hear, but you've been tying for over 30 years.
I have been tying for 30 years. How old are you, Owen?
Jody.
It's not a person. It's not. I just want to know how old he is. That's all. If he's a young man, then he's got a lot of time to tie flies. If
he's 25.
Yeah, he's got tons of time to tie flies.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to be like, Superfly, why did you do that? I put the hook in the vise, but I should have prepared the tail first. So I'm going to take this out. I tied a little knot so I can take it out. See? I'm going to put that off to the side. I need another hook. I need a small little hook. Just a little egg hook or a little straight hook. Actually, I got a perfect hook right here. Yeah. Too big. Where's my? I had a whole bunch of hooks right here. Wouldn't you know it? I cleaned up my desk and put them away. Why, Superfly? Why would you do that?
Because you made the Miss Superfly happy.
Mrs. Superfly is smiling from ear to ear, and I'm like, why did I put all my hooks away? These ones here. Okay, so I got these little tiny little hooks. Because on the trailer hook, you do not want it to be super, super big.
Oh, J-Man is here.
J-Man!
Wow.
G-Man! I'm assuming, G-Man, everything is okay if you're here in my chat. Everybody, G-Man, if you don't know, G-Man and his wife have been going through some things in Oregon. The fires were right at his back door. And I've been praying for him that he stays safe and the fires do not get him, because that is horrible. So welcome in, G-Man. Welcome in.
So Owen actually started tying last year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So we're going to start where we're supposed to start. So we took our little nylon pink rope. We melted off the end so that it will not fray. And so this is one of the flies you'll see. I don't normally use colored threads in a lot of my flies, but on this particular one, I will use a pink thread. So I've put a pink thread into my bobbin, and I'm going to wrap our hook with it because we're going to disguise the hook in the tail. So what we're going to do, we put down a base layer. We're going to place our nylon rope on our hook, and then we're going to wrap from the eye down to the back of the hook, and then we will wrap up to the eye of the hook like so, and then we will tie off. And you see how that kind of blends in there, that color? All right. And this is just a cotton thread. So it's just a regular cotton sewing thread. But it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever pink thread you have will do the job. And what I like to do is just take a little dab of clear nail polish, just go over it like so, and that'll kind of lock everything in. Easy peasy. And then I'll take that out of the vise, put it off to the side, grab my other hook that we had started before. I guess I should tell you what size hook I used, huh? It might be helpful. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh, I don't even think it's on my white. Ooh, it's not even on my gauge what size hook it is.
Really?
Yeah. I guess you would consider it a size 4 hook. So that's what it's closest to. It's just a little tad bit bigger than a size 4. So, all right. So we tied on below the eye. We went down to the bend of the hook. Then we came back to the top. Now, for the tail of our mouse, you want it to be twice as long as the hook. So it's going to be a hook length out like that. So it's going to hang out over like that. And then right at the eye of the hook, you're going to tie it down. And once you got a good grip on it, then we're going to take our thread and we're going to pull our tail back tight. And this this nylon string does not have any pull, but it is extremely strong stuff. All right, and then we're going to work our way back up to the eye of the hook. We're going to take this little, leave the tail out at the end. We're going to leave this taggy piece. We're going to fold it over, and we're going to tie that in there and tie it down. So we doubled it over itself. And basically, and then we can cut off that little tag piece. And the reason we did that is because if you catch a little fish on this, you want to make sure that it's attached to that mouse, because they don't, like a bigger fish will catch the mouse with the big hook, but those little tinier panfish and stuff might catch the tail. And you just want to make sure that you can give that a good yank. Any little panfish is not going to pull that out. So, and you know, any fly or anything is only as good as its weakest point. All right. So we're doing them in black. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of foam, our black foam, and we're going to trim it down just a little because this was a little bit wide. Now it is going to bend, it is going to wrap, so it's going to fold over. So what you want to do, you want a piece about 2 hook lengths long and a centimeter and 3 ticks. I'm horrible in math, so I just think about a centimeter and 3 ticks. And when you tie this in, you want to make sure that it's going to fold all the way up to the front when you tie it in. So fidget around a little bit. Make sure that this part is just below the eye, and then this part is at the bend, like this. So if you pinch it down and it folds over to the eye, you're good. So now with 1 finger, 2 fingers, you pinch it down and you tie it in. By the way, if I didn't mention, please go check out G-Man's channel. Go like, share, and subscribe. And all you guys who are in here, the Sith and Real Monster, all you guys, go check out all each other's channels. Jared, no, is Jared in here yet?
No, Cool Cat.
Cool Cat's in here. Go check him out. Nimby's was in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of you in here have already done that, but if you haven't, go do so. You won't be sorry. All right. So that piece is going to form the back of our fly. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to dub the whole fly in black dubbin. Where did I put the black dubbin? Here it is. So basically, we're going to start at the back, and we're going to dirty dub this whole mouse. And if you don't know what dirty dubbing is, I know Nimby knows. Owen probably knows. Basically, you're going to take a clump of fur, or in this case, sorry, dubbin, wool dubbin, and you're just going to place it on the hook, and you're just going to tie it a couple of wraps through the middle. And then you can just pull out anything that pulls out. Like so. That is dirty dubbing. And basically, we're going to do that all the way down from the back of our little mousey to the front. So we're going to go up a couple of millimeters, and then we're going to take another clump, and we're going to just do a couple good wraps through the middle. And then anything that doesn't tie in there, you can tie it out. And as you can see, it's already starting to look pretty furry. So we're going to grab another little clump. Maybe just a tad bit smaller than those clumps. We're going to go down a bit further, 2 millimeters. We're going to tie it in with 2 wraps. Pull it out. See how it's kind of a bit tapered? That's the kind of look you're looking for right there. All right. And I'm going to leave this undubbed because we're going to tie the nose in there. And I'm going to do that right now. So for the nose, you just need a small pink piece of foam like this. Even little black mice have pink noses, and it gives it a little bit of a highlight color. So we're going to tie that little strip into the front like this, and then you can go ahead and dub it. Just make a little tiny dub and noodle. You're just going to tie that in like so. All right. So here's the part where we have fun. We're going to take our dubbing brush like this, and we're going to comb everything downwards. And you don't have to be gentle. You can be quite rough. Pretend it stole your chips or something. And you're going to just comb that down like that. That is going to make the underbelly of your mousy mouse. And later on, we'll do some trimming. So what you can do now is you can fold over your back piece of your mouse, and right at the nose part is where you're going to tie that in. And I know what you're thinking, but Superfly, aren't there legs on that mouse? Oh yes, there are legs on the mouse. We'll get to that in a second, boys and girls. Okay, so I'm going to take my round Dr. Schlicks and cut that off round. And then now I'm going to take the pink piece and I'm going to pull it up, and right about there, which is probably 4 millimeters, is where I'm going to tie it in. And now our little mousie has a pink nose. And I'll trim that off with my Dr. Schlicks. Beautiful, beautiful. And the good thing about the black mousie is you don't have to paint him or do anything crazy. When I do the gray ones or the brown ones, I add some extra color strips and stuff. Like I color it up with a Sharpie to make it look more mousy. So that's what I do. Okay, so the next thing you need to do, we're going to just leave that sit there like that. We're going to make our little legs on our mousie. So we're going to need another piece of foam, probably 2 pieces of foam. So we'll just put them aside. But we're going to need a broom bristle. But you need a thick broom bristle. So I am going to get a thick broom bristle. If I can find them, where are they? Those are not my thick broom bristles. Those are not my thick. With all the harvesting of broom bristles, you think I'd be able to find the ones I'm looking for, huh? There they are. These are my thick broom bristles. So basically, you're going to need a thick broom bristle. I got a bunch here. I don't need that many. I'm not putting them away. I'll just put them on the table. I'll put them away later. Oh, I dropped a bunch on the floor. No worries, man. All right. So we're going to take our thick black broom bristle, and we're going to take our bodkin, and here is my fly tying bodkin, and right here, right where the you know what, the the barb of the hook. I was going to say the point, but the barb, right where the barb of the hook is, you're going to take your bodkin and you're going to push it through the foam on the top of your fly, like that. And basically, then you're going to pull it out. You're going to take your broom bristle and you're going to shove it through that hole. And of course, when I'm showing you guys, it's not going to do it, because isn't that just the way? And if you have to go in there again, go in there again. You can widen that up, that little hole. All right, be stubborn. If you have to, you can cut a little pointed edge on there, which might help you to poke it through. Ta-da! Look, I got it through, guys. The Superfly kind of knows what he's doing sometimes. All right. So what we want to do with this, now that we got it in there, is we're going to take a pair of hemostats. We're going to place it on the broom bristle, and we're going to bend it at a 90-degree angle facing backwards on our fly. And we're going to do that on either side. And what that's going to do is allow us to put our feet, we're going to glue our feeties on there, and it's going to give our fly that nice wiggly foot action for the feeties. I got to go, what do you say? I got to go for 10 minutes? All right. We'll be here when you get back. All right, so kind of looking mousy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie in our little feeties, or we're going to glue them, more not necessarily tie them. And this piece of foam is going to make both feeties. So we're going to cut it in the center like so. And it is a little wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down a little bit, because basically once you fold this over like this, you want to make those feeties so that they're visible, and then the leg is going to glue on like that. So that's probably about a good width right there. Looking good, looking good. And I've got to cut them both you want them to both be the same length. So I'm a little tad over there. Beautiful. All right. So to get those little feeties, you're going to take your rounded Dr. Schlicks, and you're going to try and do this in front of the camera so you guys can see me. Gonna cut a little round there. Flip your scissors over, cut a little round there. And then from the point of the toe, you're going to cut there, and you're going to cut there, like that. And then you'll see, you pull out those little pieces, and that'll make the little pointy toes on your mouse. So what I like to do is take the foot in my finger, bend it like this, and you'll see the little foot forms. And I like to roll it around for a minute or so, just so that foam will take the shape. Like so. And then I'm going to take some crazy glue. I'm going to run it in the center up to where it's rounded. Of course, it always seals up. So I'll just peel off that little cap. I will run the crazy glue into the foot like this. I will place it onto the broom bristles like that. And then I'll just roll it about. Now you're going to see that it looks a little bit flat, like bigger and flatter. Well, we're going to trim that with our scissors after. So we're going to take our other foot and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to roll it around in our fingers. And then we're going to take our crazy glue, my arch nemesis, the crazy glue. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it on that broom bristle. Going to roll it around a little bit in our fingers. And if you pull them, they shouldn't slide, which is good. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do now is put on the ears. We're going to make a little pair of ears. So what we're going to do is we're going to, with our thread, we're going to come up from the bottom. We're going to separate our little belly fur there so we can make a little pathway. And probably about the same distance from the nose. That's where we're going to put our ears right there. So this becomes his head, and there's his body. And then after it will start looking like a little mouse. So to make the little ears, all we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of this foam and like so, and we will fold it in half like this, and with our scissors we will cut the shape of the ears. So basically the ears look like a little round peanut. That's the shape we're going to cut out like that. And then we're going to take our crazy glue and put one dab of glue, just one dab, right there in the middle. I must be doing a good job. Mrs. Superfly is quiet, so nobody's saying anything important, I guess.
No, they're not.
They're watching with complete and total amazement.
They must be.
If you guys need any, if you have any questions, please shout it out, because Mrs. Superfly will be happy to let me know. Okay, so once you put that little dab, then you're going to just push it down. And then you can unfold it, and you see it's got that nice little round mousy shape. And it doesn't matter that there's that little white in there from the crazy glue, because you're going to color this with a pink nail polish after. So we're going to take another dab of crazy glue and put it on the outside right in the center. And then we're going to place that right there on the head, right where that line was. And then we're going to take our thread and we're going to do a crazy 8 pattern on either side. We'll do that twice through. And then that we'll tie our ears in. And then we can tie off our thread using our 2-finger half hitches.
Or
you could use a whip finisher if you want to at this point. All right, I did about 4 half-hitch knots. Now I'm going to trim that off like that. And it's looking like a mousy mess is what it's looking like. But we're going to tidy it all up right here, because we can start doing things now. So The first thing we're going to do is see all that, like if you see all this fur now is all uneven and it's all sketchy looking, we are going to take our scissors and we're going to trim it on an angle from the head down towards the hook. But you want to make it on a little bit of an angle so it just gives that nice tapered shape to our mouse. So see, he's nice and tapered now. You can just puff him up a little bit with your brush. But see, his underbelly is nice and soft and fluffy now. So we're good with that. And then we're going to take our little fella out of the vise because he'll be easier to work with. We're going to grab our plastic cutting scissors. And you'll see on the toes that you have this plastic on the toes. You just want to go in right on the edge of the toes and trim them out so they don't look silly. You will do that for both feet, like so. And then we're going to take our rounded Dr. Schlicks, and where the foot is, I hope you guys can see this. Shout at me if you can't. Right where the base of the foot meets the leg, you're going to trim with your Dr. Schlicks. And basically what that does is it makes your foot, your leg and your foot look more like a natural leg and foot. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. Like so. I'm going to try and do it so you guys can see. Oops. Of course I dropped them. They're so lifelike, they want to run away from us. As the fly we would say. All right. So we got our little jiggly feet. Got everything looking good. All right. So on this one, I did black eyes on this mouse, but I can do like a red eye if you guys want. But I'll put the eye on after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently turn my mousey around and very carefully put him hookward facing forward. And on the black mousey I showed you guys where I put him, notice he has a black tail because I don't have a black nylon string. So basically, I just take my black Sharpie and I go in there and I color him up. And he's gonna, and if you wanted to be honest, I don't think those fish are going to look that closely at this fly that they're going to go, you know, it doesn't look pink or it looks pink or whatever. They're not going to look that close. But basically, wherever the pink shows up, you're just going to go over with black. Let me put it in a pair of hemostats. I'm going to put this hook in a pair of hemostats so I can really get in there.
Tapeworm came on and said,
Tapeworm!
Same tonight, 8 is my cutoff.
Same tonight, 8 is your cutoff?
What does that mean?
Maybe that's as late as he can stay.
Okay.
Well, however long you can stay.
3 minutes from 8 o'clock.
However long you can stay, tapeworm, you're welcome to be here. You're part of the family. I leave it up to you guys when you guys tuck yourselves into bed. I'm not one of those overbearing parents that tells you when you can come and when you can go.
Oh, his wife needs him after 8, that's why.
Okay.
No problem.
No problem. You know what, tapeworm? Always show the love the wife first.
He
I
does what he's told. Laugh
You
out
do
loud.
what you're told, buddy. Do what you're told. Ask Miss Superfly. Happy wife, happy life. I cleaned up my fly tying area just for her today. That's a lie. I cleaned it up because it was becoming a complete and total train wreck of an area, and I was having trouble. So there you go. We got our nice black little tail. Let me see now. On the nose part, this is a very bright pink. So I'm just going to take a pink Sharpie and I'm just going to go over the nose with the pink Sharpie. Like this. And then I'm going to take what I believe to be the last little bit of this clearish nail polish. I'm just going to go over the nose just to seal that in. Yeah, I think this bottle is pooched. I have come to the end of this one. All right, so we're going to seal that in, and then I'm going to chuck out this bottle because it's kaput. And where did I put that pink? Okay, so now I'm going to give this dropping stuff all over the place. And I don't need to really cut anything else. So I can put that off to the side. So I'm going to give this bottle a good shake. Ugh, it is sealed on there, but good. Of course it is. Yes, Miss Superfly?
Nothing. Since they get some pliers.
I am going to get some
That's
pliers.
what I would do.
I'm going to use a huge set of. Oh my gosh.
What about those other pliers?
Oh, it came loose. It came loose.
Tink Tink says super homie.
Super homie! What do you get when you cross a super fly with a fly fishing homie? You get a super homie. Okay, so we're going to take the pink nail polish and we're just going to cover the inside of our ears like so.
So it doesn't have any eyes, honey?
He will have eyes. He will have eyes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Patience is a virtue, guys.
No, it is not.
Patience is a virtue. She's getting ahead of me, guys. Okay. So you see, we got our nose and
I do.
our ears. Now, even though these mice are black, if you look at a black mouse, the pads of his feet will still be pink.
Absolutely.
You say that like you've looked at a lot of black mice. Miss Superfly is afraid of mice.
The stuff you make.
The stuff I make, yeah.
I know there's pink on their feet.
So just go with your nail polish, guys and girls. If you're not good with nail polish, ask your wives to do this part. I'm making a joke, guys.
All their feeties are pink.
All their feeties are pink. All right. So just go in there, get all the pinky parts. All right. So that's what it'll look like underneath. Let me hold it to. Why is the camera all messed up? So that's what it'll look like underneath. Our little fly and his little ears and his whiskers. So the only thing we really have left Now, if this was any other color, like if this was brown, I'd put brown streaks in there on the foam. If it was gray, I'd put gray streaks on it. But because he's black, he is not getting any streaks or anything. He'll be just fine fished like that. But we can put red eyes on him, or we can put black eyes on him. So those are the black eyes. And I know this is a different kind of mouse, but those would be what he would look like with red eyes.
That big of eyes?
Yes, because I don't think I have any smaller eyes at this
What
moment.
about that little container of gold beads I just put on there?
No, I can't put. I don't want. You can't put beads eyes. Beads will start adding weight to them. You don't want them to be weighted.
Okay, what about Google eyes?
I think we'll put. I think we'll put black. I think we'll put black.
What about blue?
No, you're just making up eyes I don't have here. Don't add. Don't start adding colors, sweetheart. Miss Superfly is super creative, guys. Miss Superfly is like, hey, let's just add blue eyes or pink eyes or whatever eyes we got. And I'm not doing that.
You want it to be realistic.
They're gonna be black.
What's wrong with the Google eyes?
They're gonna be black Google eyes, is what they're gonna be right here. Just like the pattern calls for. Because if I do these red, they're gonna be super ginormous eyes. We don't want them to be that big. We want it to look like this. So we're gonna do that. You guys don't be giving Miss Superfly's ideas, whatever you guys are doing, whatever you guys are talking about there.
They're not.
Yeah, I know. I know these guys. They're going to be on your side.
No.
Yeah. We always take the sides of the wives. Okay. So we're going to use the little black ones. You're going to do a dab. Why does this crazy glue seal up so quick? Every time. It's got a cap on it. I don't understand. It drives me bananas. When I'm doing puppetry, guys, my hot glue gun is the same way. I need it, but it's hot glue dries super quick. Okay, so dab of crazy glue. And then on one side, we will put the one eye. And on the other side, we will put the. Are they laughing at me?
No, Real Monster said always the wife's side with a bunch of laughing.
That's right, Monster. We need to make the wives happy, especially my wife, because I need her to help me with these live streams. And if she's not happy with me, I'll be just live streaming alone, and that's going to be a chaotic mess. So you just want to hold them on there till the crazy glue sets.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy glue itself is generally enough to hold those eyes on there. But I do. If you don't have it, don't worry about this next step. But if you have it, you can take some UV resin.
They can't see the mouse, honey.
They can't see the mouse?
No.
Oh. Why do you guys let me do stuff like that?
Real said you need to put it onto the mouse so we can see.
Thank you, Real. Keeping me honest. Okay, so if you have some UV resin.
So did they miss something that you did then?
No, I didn't. They just. Did you see me glue the eyes on, guys?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You want me to peel them off so you can see them?
No, I'm just saying.
You just got to put a dab of crazy glue and put them on either side of the head like that. It's not a. You didn't miss much.
Okay, so you put black eyes. So now why can't you paint them pink?
Oh my gosh, they don't have pink eyes.
All right.
Miss Superfly, are you making things complicated? You guys want it to have red eyes? If you want it red eyes, I can make it have red eyes.
Just paint them.
Oh my gosh. If you use UV resin, do not stick your face this close as you see me doing it without being in a well ventilated area, which I am also not doing. It is do as I tell you, not as I do. And I only do this on Sundays and Fridays when I live stream because there's horrible noises outside the apartment. There's kids playing in the soccer field and all kinds of random things. So I only do this a couple times a week, not all week long.
Grumpy says,
Grumpy,
pumping in.
Grumpy Bass.
Pumping in.
Oh, Grumpy Orca.
A light can run. A light. He has to run off. He's busy with the family today. Oh,
Yes,
nice.
and how is he not blue?
That was nice.
Grumpy Orca in the house. Thank you, Grumpy, for gracing me with your presence today. I appreciate it. And in honor of you, I blued you up. And now, enjoy your time with your family,
Yes.
my friend.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming in. I really do.
That's nice.
All of you guys, I'm so glad that you guys have come in, spent some time with us. You guys are all amazing. By the way, if you haven't checked out Grumpy Orca's channel, go check him out. He's another cool dude, really cool fishing, good buddy of mine. I spend a lot of time in his live streams with him. He is a really amazing dude. So check out his channel. Give him a like, a subscribe. Tell him the Superfly sent you. And not that that matters, but just tell him that.
Pibbles is here.
Pibbles! Pibbles! Pibbles and Bobbles, my favorite people. All my favorite people are showing up today. I love you guys so much. Pibbles showing the love. So this is the mouse. I'm not the pink is not showing up super well for you that he's pink underneath. That pink does show up better in real life.
So Grumpy Orca, is he American or Canadian?
Grumpy is an American.
Okay.
Thank you, my Canadian brother.
Yeah.
You're welcome, eh?
Yeah. And he fishes like normal, not fly fishing.
I don't, Grumpy. You don't fly fish, eh?
It's normal fishing.
I've never seen. Yeah, I've never. He's usually uses spin caster.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he doesn't.
Yeah,
it just means I've never seen him do it.
Right.
So he'll have to answer that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put an extra coat of pink on there, and let's see if that just shows up better. Because I want it to show up. You want those fish to see that contrasting pink.
Right.
Because that's what attracts them, contrasting colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that helped a bit. Yes, Pibbles. I'm so glad Pibbles showed up. Pibbles, have you seen Danny today? I haven't seen Danny in a little bit.
Grumpy's gonna run, or Mrs. Orca's not gonna feed him tonight.
Yes, Grumpy, go for sure. We don't want you to get not fed.
Oh, and he's not good enough for a fly rod yet.
He's not good enough for a fly rod? Well, hey, stick out with me, Grumpy, and before you know it, you'll be good enough for a fly rod. All right. That's the Opa hopper, the Opa mouse in black. So it is going to be a good little fly. I've seen a lot of people catch a lot of fish on the black mice. To be really fair and honest with you guys, I usually use them in gray or brown. I haven't really fished the black one all too much. So I can't with all 100% certainty tell you that the black one is going to slay it like the brown one does. The brown one I use the most. The second next is the gray, and those two catch fish. So I have caught plenty of fish on those colors. The black one is a bit of a mystery, but maybe in the near future, just to find out, I'll spend a day fishing with it and see what we can do. But anyways, this is going to go in the box for one of you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people out there in my Superfly family.
So
In case you, oh, by the way, Grumpy, you're in the draw for the box.
if he's still
Pibbles, if you're, he's not here. I know he's gone, but he's in the draw. Pibbles is in the draw. All you guys who are in here today, your names are all in the draw. I already got you guys in there. And every time you show up, I go over. So like not tonight because it takes 24 hours, but tomorrow when the chat shows into my video, I will go in there and make sure each one of you gets a tick beside your name to show you guys we're in here. And this is the fly box full of flies. And every time I tie a fly on my Sunday live chats, and usually on my fly days, I fly in there. So tons of beautiful, precious flies for you guys are in there. That mouse will be one of them.
Pickle said yes, she talked to Danny today.
Oh yes.
I posted a couple of reels as well today. She'll tell him that we say hello, and she doesn't know if he's going live for bait tonight.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pibbles, for the update. Greatly appreciate it. Hey, is G-Man still in here?
I don't know. He hasn't typed anything.
If he did, he went radio silent.
He must have. Yeah, could be watching you.
If he's in here, I should make him count. In his chat, I'm counting how many fish he catches.
Oh, okay.
Me and Mo Styles, so
Okay.
Agent M,
Yeah.
Albie, a bunch of us. We're all. I think Tink. We're all in there making sure that we're counting his fish.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There, I'll let you see my beautiful face again. So yeah, there's the mouse. He's gonna go in the box. I'll put him up here for now while he dries off. I did this one earlier. This little Mr. Peanut Hopper. This one is got to go in my box because I left him to dry. So he's going to be up and ready. This is my fishing hopper box. So all the ones that I fish with go into here. Yay! All the crazy hoppers. So that will be ready. I'm hoping tomorrow to go fishing. We're undecided. The weather is supposed to be crazy. So I don't know whether I'll fish. Oh, something I wanted to show you guys though. I got a new little, my dad calls it the man purse. I hate that, but it's a little tiny little backpack that goes on your back. As you guys know, I have a couple of Tenkara rods. This knapsack holds a bunch of little fly cases in there, and my Tenkara rod.
Glacier Shark says on the fly box of destiny.
Glacier Shark, my man, my brother. By the way, guys, check out Glacier Shark's channel. Brother Shark, he's got an amazing channel. He does a lot of cool fishing on there. And if you are a follower of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, as I am, Brother Shark does a lot of scripture reading. He is amazing. We are brothers in Christ together, and I am always glad when he blesses my channel with a visit. The fly box of destiny. So this is my Tenkara rod that I use the most. It is tiny. It is a little tiny rod, but it gets fairly large. But this is great for doing little small panfish like I do, and little small trout in the creeks. Um, the only one thing when I'm like, why did the pouch come in pink? But anyways, it was a Temu. It was a Temu
Purchase.
Temu purchase. So when you order from Temu, you never quite know. Uh, the rod itself is quite lovely. I catch a lot of fish on it, and this also was a gift from my mom. The it says fish on. So this is my little backpack. If I'm backpacking through the to somewhere, like if I go somewhere and I don't have all my rods and stuff,
Glacier corrected you, sweetheart, and he's right.
is lavender.
That's correct. It's not
Okay, Glacier, it's lavender, but it still doesn't feel very manly to me. I've never been able to pull off the lavender look. Anyways, it just fits into the pouch. And there's other room for some other things, like if I want to put my cell phone can fit in there. I've got some other small cases for flies. So like this little Altoid mince case with a bunch of flies in there, right? So they fit nicely in there. And it's just kind of an emergency pouch if I go somewhere and I didn't expect a fish. And then it holds these two cases in there, which is also good.
Cast with Blake says, "What's up?"
Brother Blake is in the house. My man Blake. Much love. So I tied, as a recap to you guys, I tied this little mousy. Looks better up high. It didn't look that great down low. Anyways, this is the mousy fly, which one of you guys will win in the fly box. By the way, Blake, your name is also in the draw for the fly box. All of you lovely people are. So when I reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, one of you fantastic people is going to win the Jody's fly box. Yay! Okay, so something else I tied today, but I kind of messed it up. I was planning to fish with it, but I somehow snapped the hook off of it. Was this this little waspy hornet fly? It did have a hook right there where I've clipped it on with the hemostads, but somehow my vise snapped the hook. I was not gentle with it, and it made a snap. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with this fly. I might just put it in a display or something, or hang it on the wall or something like that. I don't know.
That's a good idea.
But that is it. That is the wasp. Yay! So I tied that today. Now that more of you are in here, I'm going to shamelessly plug my Fly Fishing Homie channel. It is a comedy channel. It is for comedic purposes. So if you have a sense of humor,
It's fishing.
it's fishing. It's all fly fishing,
Yeah.
and fly tying and fishing related. So
Yeah.
the jokes on there will be fishing. The videos will be, the joke is I'm the fly fishing homie. So that, that's my persona on there. So if you have a sense of humor, feel free to go check that out. If you do not have a sense of humor, don't bother going to check it out. Don't bother subscribing if you don't have a sense of humor. It will be clean humor. There won't be cursing and swearing and all those things. It'll be clean, and it'll be friendly, but it'll be funny stuff. It'll be really funny stuff. So if you're looking for some ha-has, go in there and check it out. Also, I'll have the community tab open. If you have any funny fishing memes, jokes, things you find funny, bloopers, pictures of yourself doing silly things that you're willing to admit on air, then by all means, show them in the community tab. They will be welcomed in there. So, yeah, that is the fly fishing homie. So, check it out.
Pibble says, Bruce says hello.
Rue says hello. Where is the Rue? She's not in here. She must be with Bree or Danny. Or she's just doing family stuff tonight.
Yeah.
Rue is one of my best friends.
Yep.
I hang out with Rue all the time. She's awesome. You guys are all awesome. Blake is awesome. Danny's awesome. Eric is awesome.
Pibble said that Rue will try to come in.
All right. Well, if Rue comes in, we're gonna give her a warm welcome. All right. What time is it?
You gonna tie that wasp, or does that take long?
Oh, that wasp might be a bit.
What's a bit?
I don't know.
Okay.
A bit.
It's only 8:25.
It's only 8:25, so I'm trying to see what should I tie for you guys.
That wasp takes longer than a half hour.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This wasp is a wide.
Very intricate.
This one's a. Hey, there she is. See, I said her name too much. Rue, Rue, Rue. We're so in love with you. She can't talk. She's with the hubby.
Pibble said that you were live, so I wanted to just say hello. Love y'all.
Aw, thanks, Rue. Tell the hubby we say hello, and we hope you have a great family day with the family. We love you all. What should I tie? I'm going to tie a. You know what? I'm completely lost as to what to tie tonight. I am completely lost. You know what? I'm going to tie a leech. Every fish eats leeches. So I'm going to show you guys a very, very simple leech pattern. It is only going to take me a minute. Sometimes hooks are defective. Yeah, absolutely, Glacier. And if you get them from like Temu, like I get a lot of hooks from Temu, right? Because they're cheaper, and sometimes they're hit and miss. Sometimes they're really decent, and sometimes they're nah. A leech, that'll be neat. Yeah. So a blood-sucking leech. There it is. If I get bit by a leech, I want to be so full of the Holy Spirit that it'll swim away singing there's power in the blood. So this doesn't look like much, but I'm going to tell you, this little leech, and it's only like thread and why can't I think of it? I want to say wool, but it's not wool. It's chenille. It's only thread and chenille. So it is a very simple pattern, but it is super effective, especially when you have dark days. So if the water's cloudy and it's a dark overcast day, black leech is a spectacular fly.
After you tie that, why don't you tie that simple little mouse you showed me?
What simple little mouse?
The other black one you showed me.
The real simple mouse?
Yeah.
This is a pretty simple mouse. This is just
Try the leech first, though.
This looks like a blob, really. But
is that someone else's pattern?
It is sort of. No. So Miss Superfly, after the leech, wants me to show you guys this mouse, how to tie it. This idea I got from a lure, not from from a fly.
A lure, yes.
So I haven't seen anybody else tie this, but I got it from a picture or a video of a guy who has a little black lure with a little wiggly tail, like you know, and
you tried to.
I wanted to imitate the way that looked. So that's why I tied this, but I wanted a fly version.
Right.
His version has a treble hook and it's made of plastic.
Right.
This is made of foam and it's got a chenille tail.
Right.
So Miss Superfly said, should I tie it? We'll see what happens. Let's tie the leech first.
Okay.
I need to put away. Actually, before I tie the leech, I just want to show you guys something.
Honey, a treble hook is that hook that comes down with like three
Yeah,
arms like
treble
a
hook is,
chandelier?
yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you guys this that I tied up a while back. This is a red-eared slider turtle,
He's pretty.
and
detailed,
this is what he
Jody.
looks like on the bottom.
Wow, very detailed.
He's all wiggly and articulated.
Wow. That's cool, honey.
I will probably never fish him, although I know fish will take turtles. A big bass or a pike will eat a turtle, no problem. Um, since I had the box open, I thought I would just show you guys. Here's a crazy fly. This is the garter snake. So this is what the garter snake looks like. Very articulated. This is a very bassy, pikey fly. And what else is there? I'll show you guys this guy. This is the salamander, the yellow spotted salamander.
That's cool, Jody. Wow.
So that's a cool little fly there. And then I'm not sure what kind of newt it is, but I know they're often found near cottages and in wood piles and stuff. This is they're gray on the bottom, gray spots on the bottom, and they're red on the top. So just wanted to show you guys that since I had the box open, and I will put this box somewhere else because I'm done with that. Okay, so back to the leech. So the chenille leech is like the easiest fly on the planet. Anybody can tie it. It is not.
Just make sure you put your camera down.
Yes, it is not at all complicated. It is very fish catchy. Yes, let me put the camera down. Who's laughing now? You sure make some super neat stuff, Superflies. Pibbles, I appreciate that. You are amazing. You know what, Pibbles? I've been doing this for a long time. Like, I think 38 years. 38 years or more. I've been doing this. So yeah, when I started, there was no Google, there was no Yahoo, there might have been, no, there wasn't even Yahoo, there was no YouTube, there was no TikTok or any of those things. So I just kept throwing stuff on hooks until it looked like something. And over the years, I just got better, materials got better, the stuff I experimented with got better, and what can I say? I'm the pro star I am today. But now the young tires are brand new tires. You guys have something way cool because now you got us old guys who are more than happy to show you our skills. And because of TikTok and Instagram and all those YouTube and all that, we can pretty much show you anything, and you got a leg up on us. So we'd be happy to teach you. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our torch and we're going to melt off the end. We're going to just rub it on our fingers, and that's going to stop our chenille from unraveling on us. And to make the tail, we're going to make it 2 times the length of the hook, sticking out the back of the hook. And that's it. And then hold it on our hook. Thank you so much, Mrs. Superfly. She just brought me some water, which I will take a drink in a minute. All right. So we'll just wrap that up to the front like that. I'll wrap my thread back again. It is a little, this is the fidgety part because you got to make sure that you don't get tangled up with that the chenille, which does want to tangle with your thread, like so. And we will leave that right at the base of the hook like that. And then we will take our chenille and we will start to wrap it around our hook until we get down here at the back. And then what we will do is we will just tie it off with 3 or 4 good wraps. And then we can take our scissors and give it a little. Ferg! Ferg's in the house! Fishing with Ferg's in the house! My brother Ferg. What is up, Ferg? Ferg is the man. If you don't know who Ferg is, you're missing out. You got to go check out the Ferg. Fishing with Ferg has such a cool channel. He does so much really cool fishing. He is just one awesome, awesome dude. He is also a brother in Christ. He is a fantastic guy. He does some painting sometimes where he paints houses, takes us along with him, gives us some tips and tricks in painting. He has another channel called Ferg Jams, which is super awesome. I love hanging out with Ferg. All right, so we tied off there at the end. There was.
By the way, Glacier said these flies are next level.
Thank you, brother Shark. Thank you, brother Shark.
Ferg said, appreciate you, Jody.
I appreciate you. You know what, you guys. Here, you guys really brighten my day. I'm gonna tell you. Every time I come to your chats, you guys always show me so much love when I'm there. You guys make me feel welcome, and I just love hanging out with you guys. And the fact that you guys come into my chats, watch me tie flies, and I know some of you are not fly fishermen or even fishermen, but I appreciate that you guys come in here, spend time with us. We laugh, we joke about, we laugh about. I show you some of my stuff, and I'm honored because I've taken 38 years or more to learn this trade, and I haven't over the years I haven't shown too many people. I've just been my wife's seen it, and the odd people I've sold some flies to here and there over the years. But honestly, like this year is the first year where a lot of you guys and girls have got to see my stuff, and you've been so good about it and so kind about it. And and some of you younger guys or newer guys to fly tying, it is an honor for me. I tell you, a real honor that I get to teach you guys some little tips and tricks and help you along to speed up your journey. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some of you tie way better stuff than I've ever been able to tie. And I know that's, when you're new to fly tying, that sounds almost impossible. But I'm going to tell you, if you sit here and watch me long enough, you will pick up. Like once you learn how to tie a broom bristle leg or make a wing case or make a wings, or like once you learn the basic steps, you can go crazy and tie almost anything at that point. So I'm looking so forward to seeing the stuff that you guys tie and coming to your channels and supporting you guys as new tires. And for those of you guys out there who don't fly fish or tie flies, I still enjoy, fishing is a universal thing that brings us all together. And also a lot of you who I follow around with, a lot of you guys are Christians and followers of Christ. So that also brings us together. And I just like to be with you guys, joke around, laugh a bit, have the fun, have some fun, like Ferg, Glacial Shark, when I'm in with Danny Mosley and Pibbles and Rue and all of them, and Tink Tink and Albie and all you guys, Paul Outdoors, G-Man, it's always such a joy to hang out with you guys. And I really am touched and honored that you guys come back and share the love. So yeah, just I cannot say nice enough things about you. So definitely go check out these guys' channels. Check everybody out. That's why I make it a point to blue you guys up, uh, because you guys are awesome, and you're all a big family. We're all a big family in here, and the fact that we can lift each other up and build each other up, I mean, that's just the best part of my day. So yeah, so me and Mrs. Superfly, we come in here. We're happy to spend time with you guys, and it just we look forward to being with you guys and girls. So thank you so much for always blessing us. You guys are a blessing to us. So, anyways, enough of the gibber gabber. Let me have a quick drink. If I'm missing, I'm fishing. That's my cup. My ringtone on my phone for Mrs. Superfly is, Jody, are you fishing again? You're probably fishing again. You better not be fishing again. every time she calls me, that's what I hear. But she doesn't call me all that often because we're never apart. So all right, so that's the black leech, guys. The chenille leech. It is the ultimately simplest version of a leech you can tie, but it is the most effective that I've ever fished. It is so loosey goosey. I mean, the tail is incredible. It matches the profile of a leech almost perfectly. Um, you can fish it under a float. You can fish it on a fly rod. You can drop shot it. I mean, this is just a spectacular, simple leech. Uh, I'm going to show you another version of that. It's if you want it to be super creative, you can just add a bead to the front of the hook. So here's that same leech with a bead in the front. And
Fishy Fingers Jackson.
hey, fishy fingers, how's it going, man? Let me get you blued. Blew you up so you can subscribe around, check people out. Welcome, welcome. Your name will be going in the draw, Fishy Fingers, as is everybody else's who's in here. Every time you visit me, the day after, once the live chat replay shows up, I go in and I take everybody's names. You're on a list. I put your name in the draw, and every time you show up, I put a tick by your name. And then when I go to do the draw, when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be drawing for the Jody's Fly Box, which is this right here, which I designed myself. My logo's on there, and it is full. And I mean, I might have to even make another one because it's getting so full of all the flies that I've been tying through all my live streams. So there are some real goodies in there. So yeah, I just got home and things put away. Nice. What did people say?
When you showed the cup, if I'm missing, I'm probably fishing.
Yes.
She typed fishing or fabric land.
Fishing or fabric land, right? That's right, Pibbles. You guys all know when I'm here. You get you guys dizzy. I flash my face. You guys all know when I'm not tying these crazy flies and stuff, I'm also a puppeteer, right? So, for those of you who don't know, I have my puppet channel. It's Laugh Out Loud Puppets.
Yeah.
Is my main puppet channel. As of today, I was 199 subscribers, so almost to that 200 point.
Yeah.
So if you want to see some unfishing related stuff,
Yeah.
I do some crazy funny puppet stuff. I do shout outs for people with the puppets. I do all kinds of seasonal stuff, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all the holidays, and just crazy stuff. But it's all It's all family friendly.
Right.
So anything you see me do on any of my channels will be family friendly. I none of none of my channels are set for just are all my channels are set for no kids. But I only do that because I just want to. If you set your channel for kids, YouTube will limit what can be seen, where it can be seen, and how it can be seen. So that's why. But anytime, anything on my channels, families can go on there. You can bring your kids. You can bring your families. It is a safe place to go. I do encourage that if younger people are on my channel, that they are accompanied by an adult. I can't always tell that, but I always recommend that just because you know what? I think families should spend more time together doing healthy activities and that's just the way I feel about it. And if I don't have any kids, but if I did, I would definitely not be letting them go all crazy on the internet. I would be monitoring what they do. But anyways, that's my little spiel. So if you guys didn't know I'm a puppeteer, I know a lot of you guys do. I've done some shout outs for a lot of you like Ferg and Rue and G-Man and oh man, Sith and Real Outdoors and we. I've done so many shout outs with the puppets.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So stick around because if I like you, you might get your very own shout out. And that shout out goes on both my puppet channel and it'll go on my fishing channel. So you'll get shouted out in two places. Woohoo! So yeah, stick around. I definitely enjoy it. When you're here with me, you're family, right? You're not just another number or another subscriber. You're family. And the people who stick around, I hope they feel like they're part of the Superfly family because that's how I want you to feel when you're here. I don't want you to feel like you're just a name that just showed up. No, you're special. When you come here, you're special, and I appreciate that. Anyways,
Glacier's probably waiting for the
Glacier
leash.
Glacier's like, get back to the leech, Jody. Weren't you showing us leeches? Yeah, I was showing you the nice juicy leashes. So here's another version of that leech, but so it's got a bead, an egg bead for the front. It's got the hook eye on top so that it's a balanced leech. So it floats like this versus like this. And instead of, it's still got the chenille body, but instead of the chenille tail, I put black marabou. And this is a very popular kind of woolly bugger as well, a balanced leech. So yeah, so those are the leech patterns. They are very good patterns. They catch tons and tons of fish, and they are great on dark days when the water is dark. But those fish love to eat leeches. So there you go. That's the leech. And now that I've talked your guys' ears off and showed you the leeches, I have to figure out something else to show you. I usually have a bunch of flies that I have in my head, but I just today I don't know. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what to show you guys because I need one for this week's fishing, and I know I'm going to show you guys right now, and you're going to go, but you have one. Yes, I do, but it's my one of, so I'm not going to fish with it. I never fish with my one ofs. So the first fly I make of any pattern, I always put in the case. It never touches the water. So this little fella, I need a bunch of these. So I'm going to show you this. This is a crazy, it's tiny. It's a tiny little Rapala style fly. And this is as close to a micro Rapala as you're going to get in a fly. So let's tie up this guy. There's a bunch of different colors and patterns that you can tie. You can do it in yellow. Obviously, here's a yellow one, right? You can do them in orange. Orange is a spectacular color. I am going to tie up this realistically silver one because the place that I plan to fish, I will need a little small Rapala. And there are also these micro crankbait style flies. They're made out of foam that I've made up. These are kind of crazy cool. Uh, they're tiny, tiny. You can do them in a bunch of different colors. Here's one in Fire Tiger. So these are really cool. Uh, I'm not going to tie that right now because they're. I'm going to show you that other one. I need more. I have some of these already. Here's one in like an orange and yellow kind of colors. But yeah, they're very tiny. I do have a video where I caught a bunch of fish on there somewhere on my page. Maybe next week I'll tie those. Maybe next Friday. But for today, I'm going to tie up this one.
Oh, not the leech?
I showed them the leech.
You tied it already?
I tied the. See,
where was I?
Where were you, Miss Superfly? You guys all see me.
You did not tie a leech.
I tied up the leech. Here it is, right here.
You that fast while I went to get your water?
Yeah, I tied this leech.
You didn't just tie that.
I tied this leech. She doesn't believe me, guys. You guys in the chat. You guys tell her. I tied this leech right in front of their very eyes. Anyways, let's get the camera down to the vise. And the first thing we need is a piece of plastic. There are a bunch of different kinds of plastics. So you got little thin plastics, which I make like wings and stuff out of. And then you got thicker plastics, and then you got really thick plastics. And this one I happened to get from my fly rod box. My whole fly rod came in a big clear box made of this stuff. And it was the right thickness for this type of fly. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off a strip of that off of there like this. We'll put that off by the side. And we need to get a little hook. And I mean a little hook. Let's find a little hook. Where did I put that fly? Where did I just put that? I'm losing my grip, guys, on reality. I got to make sure I put it on the right hook. Okay. So these hooks are these ones right here. These tiny little hooks. By the way, you could do it on an egg hook, but I want this exact hook. So we're going to take one of these hooks out of the jar of shame. And as you can see, it's a size, I will show you on the hook gauge, size 16 hook. So this is a very, very tiny, tiny little minnow. I mean, it's as tiny as they get. I don't like the hook eye to be pointed down. I like it to be straight. So I'm very gently going to straighten it with these pliers.
Fishy Fingers caught one drum, one channel cat, and 3 white bass, all on a white rooster tail.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How big was your channel cat? Those channel cats are crazy. They can get huge, like 100 pounds or better. Those channel cats can go really wicked size. Okay, guys. So the first thing we're going to put on here is the little lip, the little plastic lip. So you basically only want, well, I'll tell you how much.
A small 2-pounder.
Oh, nice. Hey, 2 pounds is a big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want the lip to be a little less than a centimeter. So just like 2 little bits less than a centimeter. But I'm just going to eyeball that. But I just wanted to give you guys a measurement so you guys would have an idea. Forgive me if I'm getting a little stuffy. When I have my head down for a long time, I get stuffy. And I also, because I don't want you guys hearing kids screaming and stuff in the background, I have my door closed. Apartment, so kids are crazy. So we've made this little sort of hinge looking plastic. All right. And basically down the center on either of the sides, we've cut a little bit, like a millimeter in on each side. And then we're going to cut it down the center of one side only. And I have caught, I can not even tell you the amount of fish I've caught on this style of fly. Many, 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 many. So if you are a fly tyer, this is definitely one that you would love to have. Okay, so we've made this kind of shovel. It looks like a kind of like a little square shovel. Now on the end of that, we're going to cut those to a little point. All right, so it's just not as sharp. And then, so now we have this sort of shape, like this. Now we're going to take our flat pliers and we're going to bend up the sides. All right. So now you have this kind of like lip shape here. And we're going to cut each one of the square points to a round point. So we're just going to cut it on an angle like that. See how it makes that nice little angle. Then on the bottom, we're going to do the same.
He's never done any fly fishing, Jackson.
Never fly fished, eh? That's okay. We love you anyways. We won't hold that against you. Okay, so that's our little lip for our fly, and we're basically going to tie that on like this underneath. All right, like that. So let me show you how we do that. We're going to take our clear nylon thread, and we're going to start below the eye of the hook. And we're going to put down a base all the way down to the bend of the hook. These little microflies start getting crazy when you start tying stuff in a size 18. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tie this, place it under the hook, under the underside, and we're going to start tying it so that where the bend of the plastic is, the lip part is just the eye sticks out, and then the rest of it sticks out to the back like this. And once you got it caught on there, you can just start applying your thread. Like so. And I got some thread on the hook. This is because it's so tiny. I didn't even see. So I'm just going to take my scissors and pull it off of there. And see this part of the let me see if I can point that out with the scissors. See where the eye is? We're going to take our thread and we're going to go under from one side and then wrap it around, pull a thread under, and then we're going to go under from the other side and then pull it around like this. And we're going to do that twice, like so. And that's just going to help keep our lips straight in the center. And once you've wrapped on your thread, you're going to take some crazy glue and you're going to apply it on top. Make sure whenever you apply crazy glue, you lift up your bobbin so that you don't get it into your bobbin and hurt your threads. And we're going to go underneath and put some underneath like so. And that's going to absorb in there and hold that lip into place for you. Beautiful. The next thing we're going to do is get some gray feathers, marabou feathers. So I will go get some of that. Give me a second. Black. I don't want black. Where's my gray feathers? All right. So I buy a lot of feather boas. You know, the ones the ladies wear to parties. So I buy a lot of those. I'm dropping stuff all over the place after I just cleaned up. And these feather boas have a lot of nice little marabou featheries on them. So we're going to pick a nice feather here. And we're going to find a nice section of feather like this that's really bushy. And then we're going to fold the spine over like this. And we'll take our scissors and we will cut that spine off because we don't need that. And now we have a nice bushy tail. And we will come up to the back of our fly and we will tie in on top the tail, trying not to get our thread hooked into that little hook. All right. So that is that part. The next thing we're going to do, by the way, if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask. Miss Superfly will stop me in my tracks. So we're going to take one piece of crystal flash. So this is going to be our sparkly. We're going to fold it in half. I'm going to cut it in the center. And then we're going to fold it in half again and cut it in the center. And because this is such a tiny little fly, you will not need more than 4 strands of crystal flash. And we're just going to place that on top. And then we're going to tie it in. And that is going to add to the sparkle of this little fly. And we can take this part at the top and trim it off. And I'll put this little bit away for another fly. Beautiful. Looking good, guys and girls. Okay. The next thing that I am going to do is look for my gray foam, which is right here. And I am going to cut a piece approximately, I think it's about 5 millimeters wide. Like this. And we just want to make sure that it's really flush and not jaggedy on the side. And you want to make sure that it's a couple lengths longer than your hooks so that you can make sure you can fold it over after. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie this in with the longest part being at the front and the shortest part being at the feather part. And we will tie that in like that. Pull up your foam. Make sure that it's not blocking your eye, right? You want your eye to be free. You fish it, right? And then we're going to tie this down to the back, like so. Now, the next thing we're going to do is get a piece of opal Easter basket stuffing, which is in here. Let's tricky to get it out. You got to separate all the little pieces. Because when you buy this stuff, it comes with not just the opal, but it also comes with clear. And I have yet to find a purpose for the clear. I only use the opal. But you take your opal like this, your tinsel, and you tie it in below your foam, down to the back. Bring your thread up to the front again. And then you wrap your tinsel up to the front, and then you can tie it off by taking your thread, wrapping it twice around the tinsel, and then tying up your thread like that. And where's my scissors? Scissors! And then you can trim it flush, like so. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take some red dubbing. If you have it, if you don't have red dubbing, then you can use orange dubbing, or you could use pink dubbing, but I'm going to use red dubbing. I'm going to take the red dubbing. I'm going to put it on my line, on my thread like this. This is called a dubbing noodle. And I am going to put 2 wraps of that right there, where just below where the foam meets. That is going to represent the gills of our fly, of our little minnow. Then we're going to put the eyes on, and I just grabbed black, but I want them to be orange. So we're going to grab some orange beads. I'm going to take a little container and pour them in there like this. This will allow me to sort out 2 of those beads for eyes. And I'm going to take a thick black broom, and I'm going to pick out 2 eyes that are relatively similar in size. All these beads, guys and girls, are they all are different sizes. They look all similar, but when you look at them really close up, some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. So when you're doing a fly, you want to make sure that you've got 2 even-sized eyes so that they swim the bait properly. So now we put them on our thick broom bristle. We're going to take our torch. We're going to melt one end, touch it down on our vise, and you see it flattens it out, makes a little pupil. Now we're going to take a pair of hemostats, and we're going to spread this to either side, and then gently pick it up and put our hemostats on. That is the measurement to the foam. Then we'll take a couple of centimeters off the other side. Not centimeters, millimeters. Centimeters, that's a lot. And then we will take our torch, touch it down on our vise, and now you have like a pair of dumbbell eyes, but only glass beads. Now what we'll do is we'll place it on top of the red where we put the red, and we will tie it in with some crazy 8, like so. Make sure it's all tied in good. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll take our thread, wrap it with wrapping turns, wide wrapping turns through the fly. make them about 2 millimeters apart till you get down to the bend of the hook. Then you can take your gray foam, fold it over, tie it down at the bend of the hook, like so. And then we'll take our two fingers. If you have a whip finisher, you can use a whip finisher. Actually, you know what? I will whip finish this one because I never show you guys whip finishing, and I should do that once in a while. Take your whip finisher, make two loops, put it over. You can just whip finish there at the point. And this is such a small fly that I got it hooked onto the hook. But don't panic. Take your trusted bodkin and you can just pull it off the hook. Come on now. There we go. And then you can pull it tight like that. Now, I know one of you or more of you is going to ask me, that hook gap is not very wide, Superfly, and you would be correct. It is not a very wide hook gap. However, those fish will be able to get hooked with that hook. I have caught countless amounts of fish on this fly, and the hook gap has never been a problem. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull our marabou feathers out over our vise. We're going to take our rounded and trim that nice and round like that. And then, see, now we're almost there. We're almost there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our gray Sharpie, because I want the gray to be just a little darker. We're going to take our gray Sharpie and we're going to color that gray. Anything that's gray, we're just going to make it a little bit darker of a gray with our Sharpie. And then I'm going to take my black Sharpie, which is, where's my black Sharpie? That's my brown Sharpie. I've got a box of Sharpies and I can't find a Sharpie in it. Are you kidding me? There's my black Sharpie. And just on the sides, I just want to do a black strip where the gray foam is. Just one black strip on either side. Just to give it a lateral line. And then I'm going to take some paper towel and some clear nail polish. And I'm just going to go over that fly on both sides. Touch it under the bottom. Touch it on the eyes. Make sure where the plastic of the pupil touches the glass bead. That'll help glue that eye in. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very micro minnow. And when that fish hits that minnow, I'm not going to do it because let me put it there. I'll show you the one that's dry. So when that fish hits that minnow, it's going to get hooked on that hook gap. It doesn't have to be very wide. It'll get it. And I have caught hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish on these little silver minnows. They work incredibly well. And it kind of dives. So like the foam keeps it like floaty, but it doesn't float. It has a very, very slow sink. The little lip on the front causes it to swim like a little tiny rapella, and it's got a crazy, crazy swim to it. And this is one of the most producing flies that I can can suggest to you guys. And it's as close to having a little repel as you're going to get. Huh? Owen said goodbye.
No.
He said hi. He said thanks. What did Owen say?
Nothing. He said thank you because he left but forgot. And he came back and he said what he missed. And I told him what he missed.
Oh, okay.
He said thank you.
Oh, the Mrs. Superfly filled you in. Very good. Yeah, so that's the little. This is what you missed, Owen. The little Rapala fly. How many are watching? 3. It says 3 are watching.
Right. So that's why I said to you maybe you should wrap it up.
Yeah, we're past 9 o'clock. It's getting late.
Usually around 9.
Usually 9, I start to lose you guys,
Yeah.
and I get it. It's late. It's Sunday. You guys got work in the morning. Some of
Right.
you have kids to deal with. You
Right.
got to tuck them in.
Right.
Cool cat. It's like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Your keyboard's wacky. Hey, Owen, I hear you, man. My keyboard is as whack as it gets. As a matter of fact, I'll show you my keyboard. My keyboard is here. Let me turn the camera for a second. Half of the letters you can't see. Black Sharpie, and they keep smudging off, and they stick. And I've got beads in there and feathers in there. When I'm typing to you guys, yeah, it's crazy.
But I'd say Real Monster has been through the whole thing.
Real Monster is one of my biggest fans.
Yeah.
I love Real Monster.
He always types, I'm here.
Don't worry, Monster. I'm never gonna forget you, big guy.
It's okay.
Yeah, you guys are. That's just a dollar store keyboard, so it cost me like $5 or less.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I got beads in there, and broom bristles are stuck in there, and I try shaking it out, and I've picked off the keys so I could shake it out. It's just when you're a crazy fly tire, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am gonna.
When you're done, you need to oil that chair.
Yes.
I'm sure they found it annoying.
Yes, when I'm done off of here, I am going to oil my chair.
They're probably just too polite to say anything.
It does squeak. It's like squeak, squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeak, and I completely understand. Miss Superfly, I know last night for sure she was completely mad with me. Like I know she was trying to sleep, and the poor chair was just squeaking all over the place. So I do apologize for the squeakiness, guys and girls. So I'm going to oil it. But yeah, so here's that fly. It's done. It's dried up now.
That should do well.
So little tiny repellas.
Should do well.
It's got crazy action. You can do it in a lot of colors, and you can upsize this, right? You can make them quite large, or anywhere in between. But the pattern is the same. Like the way you put it together is the same. Just you upsize or shrink it based on your pet.
I guess the mouse. See the 2 mice?
Oh, the mouse, my pet mouse. Yes. So this one is going to go in the box for you guys. I can show you guys since I have the box. You can also take that same pattern and joint it.
That's cool.
Right? So you can make them, like if you wanted to fish this for start fishing it for bigger bass or pike or things, you can upsize this quite large to make that pattern a jointed pattern. Like I said, the goldfish is quite a good one. What else do we got in here? Here's the silver one, and it's got triple joints in it. So, very, very wiggly, very, very Rapala swimmy. So, very cool fly. What else I got in here? Showing you guys all the flies. Super for super guys. Here's, oh, I did tie one of those.
Owen said looks great.
I tied one of those before, so now there's going to be 2 of those in there for you guys. So there'll be 2 of those in there. So if you lose one, not a big deal. If you lose the second one, sorry for your luck. What else is in
See?
there?
Real Monster says he hears your pet mouse in your chair.
Oh, in the chair, yeah. Yeah. I get it.
You need to oil that.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. One of you guys is going to get this beautiful grasshopper. I tied this a couple weeks back for you guys. That one's hopping away from me. That one likes to hop. Hop, hop, hippity hop, hop. Here's another sort of Rapella style minnow. Tied for you guys. Ooh, the froggy. One of you guys is going to get the froggy. The articulated froggy. This one, I caught some fish on this last week. This one was quite lovely. The articulated froggy. What else did I tie in here? Ooh, the mayfly. The mayfly is a...
What?
What?
He's going to bed now?
Who?
Cool Cat?
Cool Cat. Why are you still awake, Cool
It's
Cat?
2 o'clock in the morning.
Cool Cat. It's 2 o'clock
Or
there?
3.
It's 2. What time is it there, Cool Cat? 2 or 3?
O'clock. Oh my gosh.
Cool Cat, you're a crazy nighthawk or you're just insane.
Oh.
But you know what, Cool Cat, I love you regardless. You're so cool. You are a cool cat for sure. He just wanted to see what I put in his box. He's hoping to win the box. He's like, I'll stay up till 4 in the morning to see the crazy bugs in the box.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
a nice stone fly. Lots of cool bugs in this box. Lots of cool bugs. Nether grasshopper. I love fishing grasshoppers. Love fishing them. The coffee. Topwater popper coffee. Popper changer. Yeah. All kinds of goodies in this box, boys and girls. All kinds of goodies. And one of you fabulous, fabulous people is going to win this. All your names are in the draw. All you new people's names are in the draw. If you're new tonight, your name went in the draw. If you're returning, your name is in the draw again. Oh, yeah. And this is going in the box. It's all dry now. A black mouse. So one of you guys will get the Opa mouse in black. Spectacular. Starting to get quite the collection of flies in there for you guys. And I don't know how many subscribers, if I got any more tonight, but I was up to 255 before I started, so that was good. So I appreciate that for all of you who have subscribed. Let me clear up my face for a minute. Since we're ending her down, I'll let you guys see my pretty face. So yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. All of you who have subscribed. Thank you guys who have been following me for all these weeks. Everybody who's said such kind things to me in the Mrs. Superfly. You've built us up. You definitely encourage us to keep going. I hope I can always find some cool things to show you guys and teach you guys. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them. If I'm not live when you have a question, you can always type it in the comments. I do read most of, if not all of my comments.
Who wants to do at 256 subs?
I got 256 now? Sweet. Sweet. Yeah. So yeah, check out that. Check out the Fly Fishing Homie channel if you need your good daily laughs. Definitely hit the subscribe for that. If you're got a sense of humor. If you don't bother. That I had 9 subscribers when I started. So check that out. And Laugh Out Loud Puppets. If you just want to see some cool puppety stuff that I do all those videos. I have a green screen. I perform all those videos, make all those puppets. I've got over 650 puppets in my private collection. So yeah, I do all kinds of cool stuff, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. We're gonna cut it here. I'm gonna get rid of the mouse in the chair. It's annoying me. It's annoying the missus. And you guys were too polite to really talk about it. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Monster. Thank you, Owen. Cool Cat. Thank you, G-Man. Thank you, Ferg. Thank you, Pibbles. Glacier Shark. Blake. Darth. Wow. Trudge. Tink Tink was in here. Tapeworm was in here. Wow, you guys, a lot of you guys were in here tonight. So thank you guys. Jackson. I hope you guys all have a fantastic, fantastic week. Go catch some fish. If you're fishermen, if you're not, then we'll do whatever it is you do when you're not here with us. But stay safe. If the fires are in your area or if the air is smoky, try and stay safe. Stay protected. If you're out fishing in the heat, stay hydrated. Watch out for heat stroke. I got that a couple weeks back, a mild heat stroke. I'm still recovering from that. I got some stuff on my lips from the burn. So there's Tapeworm. Well, for the last 3 minutes, he says. Well, you know what, Tapeworm? At least you were here. You made it in. So we appreciate you guys. We love you. Thank you for being part of our family. And yeah, keep your flies on the water. Tight lines. Fish on Canada or wherever you are in the world. God bless you. We love you. And stay safe.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Everybody.
Peace.
Bye.